My name is Krishna Prasad. I am the CEO and director for Cito Healthcare. We do actually marketing and business development effort for the pharma industry, which includes the products, projects, then academic collaborations and training and placements. Pharmacovigilance and clinical trials is the topic of the day here today as part of the Omics conference that's coming up in HICC Hyderabad in October. What we plan to have here is actually the marketing, post-marketing surveillance studies, which are phase 4 studies for the entire pharmaceutical industry. As we all know that pharmacovigilance is actually a surveillance thing for the phase 4 phase of the clinical trials, which looks actually at the adverse drug reaction profiles of a drug. So just as we all know that clinical trials are the ones which actually launch the drugs into the market, pharmacovigilance is the one which actually monitors the entire the drug spectrum in terms of adverse drug reactions. So whenever there is a possible adverse reaction, you try and then capture it and try and see that you provide, you correct it. Some sort of a CAPA actually gets generated by every pharmacovigilance observation. Corrective action is the most important, and then how do you ensure your formulation actually also gets preventively guarded against such adverse drug reactions. Whether it is a terminal disease like cancer or probably even HIV, there are drugs everywhere and the more effective ones, and we always try and then look at how an effective drug comes into the market and stays in the market. If we all know, thalidomide is an issue which has happened in 1956, much before he was even born. They took 5 years to actually decide that the drug which is actually being administered for the pregnant woman, to reduce the nausea. Nowadays if you look at a lot of other things like ondansetron, which is used for the vomiting feeling that you get, the nausea that you get, after the chemotherapy. Similarly, thalidomide used to be administered on pregnant ladies for reducing the morning sickness. So what happened was that after the drug was actually administered, used across in the market for 5 years, they found down the line in 1961 that it's actually creating some deformities. You find the babies being born with congenital defects, and then you find that they don't have a leg or probably a eye or probably a hand that way. So immediately they actually stopped the entire marketing. All that was actually the lack of pharmacovigilance that actually resulted in all those deformities. Nowadays the scenario is not like that. Any drug that comes into the market is tested and tried, and then subsequently all the adverse events are monitored. Across the world there is a whole lot of discipline that has come. Now India is catching up. Being one of the major manufacturers of drugs across the world, India has every reason to actually give a lot of prominence for it. So that way I appreciate the organizers of Omics for highlighting this particular conference. As I told, you may hold 300, 400 conferences, but the one on pharmacovigilance and clinical trials connected to the medicinal industry is the prime most required. So that way this event is very well getting organized. You have international experts coming and speaking here. You have the Pharmacovigilance Commission of India, Society of India, whose head is coming. Dr. Singhal is here, heading one of the major things around here. So there will be a lot of workshops concerning it. There will be track speeches, there will be keynote speeches, and most of the people in the pharma industry and stakeholders are going to be part of it. It's going to be for 3 days. It's going to be in October. That's going to happen in HICC, Hyderabad International Convention Center. Cito Healthcare is one of the supporters for this, and then we have been ensuring that there's a good attendance for it. It's more out of a awareness that is required for the people, and through you, I also would appeal to all the media to take the entire activity of pharma industry in a very positive sense, in the sense that you always have some deviations, but don't hang the entire industry because of a small deviation. You always see that they are made accountable. In fact, we also as a society support such activities. So a minority could be actually deviating, but majority always comply. So with that positive view, and with Omics actually taking up this, I heard actually Dr. Venkat Reddy saying today, except in NIMS a long time back, it's something like sounded like times immemorial, there was no conference held on pharmacovigilance. That way it is number one, and that's coming up. So let's all encourage this. That comes in it. Thank you.